Sure.
One thing that I wanted to go over with you guys in a little bit more detail on today was some of the additional features that are available in the campaign tool. So, now of course, you guys know we can use AI to create the campaign, but we also once the campaign is built, we have additional tools inside the campaign builder that we can use to really customize the workflow on a lead, right? So, for one example would be, the lead comes in, we send the text message immediately. I'm going to actually pull in a template campaign real quick, just so we have, let's do this one here. Actually, no, I'm going to do this renovation one. Okay, so let's hop into the campaign. So, for example, we're going to change the frequency or the cadence of the campaigns. We can adjust any of the timing we want to just based here in the drop down. But let's say, for example, we want to do some additional flows within a campaign. And so one item we can do is add a new action, right? So if we add a new action, we can come in here and select amongst multiple things, create a task, right? So maybe you've got a new lead coming in and you want to have your assistant or somebody do a manual outbound outreach to that lead or to that real estate agent on day one or whatnot. You can come in, create a task, assign it, as an immediate due date on that, assign it to somebody on your team. You can, categorize it, what this is going to be. We need to do a callback on this one, and then come in and add a new action. You can put a delay on the action. So maybe we want this one to happen 20 minutes after the lead comes in, right? So 20 minutes after the lead comes in, what we want to do is we actually want to run a property pulse. So if we run a property pulse, what that's going to do, of course, is that's going to run the property record, run an AVM on the property, pull the deed, estimate the interest rate, and run all that high level analysis on a property. And so that can be built right into the sequence or into the campaign here, right? So some of the other tools that are available as well into the automations is, let's say, for example, we want to add an action where we're actually going to turn off the rate watch, right? So maybe we don't want to have the rate watch enabled on a lead because it just got funded, and we don't want it to trigger an EPO if rates drop. We don't want to reach out and shoot ourselves in the foot, by trying to solicit a refi from our borrower 4 months after closing. So we're going to turn rate watch off at funding, right? So we can have this automation put in place, and then we can come in here on day 180, right? When it's hit that 6 month mark, we can come in, change this automation to fire on this date, right? And then in here, we're going to come back in and we're going to turn on the rate watch, right? So after that 6 month EPO date is done, we want to turn the rate watch back on to this lead, and then we can have the AI, only watching the deals that we want to, solicit for a refi if there's one in play. So that's some of the other tools that are available within the marketing and the campaign creation. So a couple other things too that are noteworthy: add tag, right? So say for example, this lead has been out of the EPO period or whatnot. You want to tag it, EPO safe or something at the 6 month mark, right? So that way, you know that it's not going to be somebody that you don't want to reach out to. But multiple things can be done in place within the tagging of the campaign. So you can add and remove tags. That's all done within the drop down here. Turn on and off rate watch. Add or remove to property pulse. Create tasks for your team. Send emails, text messages, etc. So that's all the new capabilities that are embedded within the campaign creation tool. So I just wanted to go over and kind of review those with anybody and make sure that everybody was aware of how you can structure that and utilize that so you're getting the maximum benefit from the platform. Another thing a lot of people do is property pulse. Add a borrower to property pulse right when the loan's funded. That's another good one too, because then as soon as the loan's funded, you've now got the follow up with the borrower where you're getting them on a monthly basis. So that monthly cadence, they're getting that property report from you. They're getting a summary on the market conditions, where the rates are at, where the market's headed. So that's a real powerful tool to set up for your funded borrowers, because it just continues that communication with them on a monthly basis and keeps you with the correct information in front of your database on an automatic monthly sequence. So